Alright, we are back. I did skip mode, because, I looked it up, and I know some of the responses you have to say. And honestly, most of the decisions that you make are so menial, I didn't think they mattered, but they do. So, for Shizune, here, I don't know if I'm going to skip ahead to the next one, because I know the next one is when, Kenji is asking you if Hanako's cute or not. I might just continue on, since there will be some new. I think I got everything I need to know. I can't think of anything, really. Oh, that means we've been good guides, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Ellipsis. If you say so. Misha positively beams, so does Shizune after a quick translation. I shake my head at somewhat exaggerated enthusiasm, shift my focus on the food. Misha and Shizune sign back and forth, very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they are talking about secret girl stuff or something. Ellipsis. I quickly notice the conversation in sign is not enough to fill silence. We arrive in the classroom early, but we're not the first. The dark-haired girl I noticed before slumped over her desk at the last row. She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room. Okay, this is pretty much the same, so I'm going to skip ahead till the next decision that matters. And then from there, I think we'll just continue without skips. So, I'll see you guys in, well, it'll be a couple seconds after this. Alright, here we are to the menial decision that really fucked it up. This is when Kenji asks you if Hanako was cute or not, and you debate it. And I would always almost say she was cute, because I don't really find that the scarring is that bad. But, for Shizune Shake, we have to sake, not shake. God, I want a milkshake. Damn. Anyways, we have to say she wasn't cute. Not exactly cute, no. I'm probably just going to continue on from here without any more breaks. There are a lot of cute girls here. A strangely disproportionate amount. Oh, but there's the Kenji rule here. Such warning. Dark secret. Okay, yep. The Kenji thing, it's still the same thing, so we are definitely skipping through this. I don't want to use skip mode because I might go too far. He claps the back of me on the back and then vanishes into his room so quickly and quietly. It's like he didn't even open the door, but instead walked right through it like a ghost. I don't know if I can fully digest what just happened, so I give up and just go to my room, kicking off my shoes before falling face first into bed. It takes me some time to relax and get up so I can get started on homework. It's because the sheets are cool and comforting against my cheek, and it feels good just lying there with my eyes closed. The school is like some kind of bizarre and surreal island. It's isolated on top of a mountain, and each person is stranger than the last. I just can't seem to fit in. What irony. One would think fitting in a place that's made for people who aren't fit for anywhere else would be easy. Maybe I'm trying too hard. Although I say that, it doesn't help take the edge off, and the words are left echoing off my empty walls. I guess it's not as bad as I expected, though. This place really is more a school, and less a hospital pretending it's a school than I thought it would be. If nothing else, the scenery is beautiful. Open one eye, seeing the school books and bottle of pills arranged side by side on my desktop. Maybe this place is too much like a normal school after all. Katawa Shoujo. I feel very tired this morning, probably because yesterday itself was a very tiring day. On top of that, I woke up far earlier than necessary. After saying hi to Shizune and Misha, I start doing the work as instructed from the board. It already looks like today is going to be heavy. I don't have a problem with that, though. Now, though, Shizune and Misha might jump on me trying to get an answer about whether or not I've decided to join student council, even if it's just one day. I want to put it past them to try, and I don't have an answer for them if they do. So the situation is convenient for me. About 10 minutes into class, Hanako walks in and takes a seat, but no one looks at her. The teacher doesn't even comment on her lateness. He does, however, stop us to say that we're going to be break into groups again. I turn my head and see that Shizune and Misha are looking at me. Shizune gives me a smile that's equal parts cute and menacing. This is a smile that says, "We have you now. There is no escape." I always imagined Darth Vader's voice for that. Hey Chan, it looks like we're together again! Yay, yay! Misha leans sideways while Shizune pushes her desk closer to mine. There really is no escape unless I were to jump through the window. Jumping out the window isn't the best option, sadly. What's wrong, Hichan? Oh, Hichan, have you been thinking about what you said? Have you been thinking about what you said yesterday? You said that you would think about joining student council, didn't you? It's okay, Hichan. We were talking about it after you left. It would be rude to expect you to already have an answer for us this early, right? Right? Ha 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 ha. I'm so happy you two are able to have a laugh at my expense. Even more pleased to know what you both know how crazy the two of you can be. Now that's over, Shizune snaps back into serious mode and smacks today's assignment with the back of her hand in an overly dramatic and important way. Excuse me. That my breath smells of apples because I had an apple. It was quite delicious. Not as good as green apples though. I was really disappointed. I'm like, oh, this doesn't have the same kick as a green apple would. When I actually look at the stuff, it's mostly just reading. In fact, there are only 2 problems. I almost wanted to say something about how her rush to get started seems a bit much considering the small amount of work. In fact, Shizune probably knows how little what there is and simply doesn't care. Yeah, it seems like the workload doesn't matter to her so much as the fact that there is work. The actual amount is unimportant. She approaches everything with the same level of ambition. While I'm reading, I let my eyes wander around the class and catch Hanako trying her hand at solving the problems. It looks like she's working alone. I can't remember seeing her working with other people before. Thinking back to how shy she is, it's understandable. Hey, that girl over there. Huh? Who, Hichan? Her, Hanako, over there. Does she always work alone? I think so, Hichan. Do you feel sorry for her because she's alone? I was just thinking that maybe she could work with us or something. No, I don't think that would be a good idea, Hichan. Why not? Hichan doesn't get along with her. Why? Misha shuffles around the question, letting out a laugh that sounds very strange. It's nervous, but still has that lilting up and down quality present in everything she says. Just because, Hichan. By now, Shizune has noticed our conversation. It makes me realize again how Misha has been sounding everything she has been saying this whole time. What, Hichan? The friend of my enemy is my enemy? That sounds so harsh. I'm not going to say that. You said it anyway. I know, Hichan. It's fine if you overhear. I wonder if this is Misha's way of keeping things fair, since without her I wouldn't be able to understand a thing Shizune is saying, and vice versa. Is that also why she signs all the time, so there's never a conversation Shizune will be left out of? Anyway, we should start on the problems now, Hichan. We finished with time to spare, and I decided to ask if there are any alternatives to the cafeteria, as frankly the food so far has been subpar. This sends Shizune and Misha arguing among themselves about their favorite restaurants. All of them are downtown, so I don't think we have time to go all the way there. And what about the bill? Are they arguing just for the fun of it? Maybe. They seem so distracted by it that they don't even notice the start of actual lunch break. I look from my shoulder towards the back of the classroom. She seems to be studying her notes from the previous class. It's an odd sight. Everyone else in the class is busying themselves with the lunch break. Socializing, gossiping, rearranging desks, the ones with actual boxed lunches mixed in, and chattering like everyone else, only interrupted by short bouts of eating. But when I watch Nako, it seems like I'm the only one who can see her, almost as if she was invisible, sort of hiding in plain sight. Is she being bullied? Is she isolating herself from the rest of the class on her own accord? I see her look over her shoulder towards the classroom's rear door. Come to think of it, she hasn't turned a page since I've started watching her. I guess she's waiting for someone. What to do? Wait for Shizune and Misha to come to a decision. Misha and Shizune are still arguing about their choice for lunch place, incomprehensible for a pair of high school students who have to take a taxi at least to make it to downtown and back in time. Haven't you finished already? Oh, sorry, Hichan. Were you waiting for us? You don't have any plans? Plans? For lunch? Well, I don't, so I thought I could hang with you guys. Misha smiles victoriously at my lack of plans, excitingly translating my response to Shizune. If you don't have anything specific planned out, do you want to eat lunch with me and Hichan? Ah, we're going to go to town for lunch, though. Don't worry, Hichan. It's not that far. Sure, I'll come with you. And with that, we leave the classroom. Yay, new stuff, kind of. Just around the corner of the hallway, something hits me in the chest with the force of a runaway train. Emmy, you bitch. Just kidding. I love you. Ouch. See, how can you be mad at that? She's so cute. Like, I'm really sorry. Opening my... Except for, you know, her voice, not my shitty voice. Opening my eyes, I see a pair of saucer-like green eyes looking up at me. They belong to the perpetrator, a short girl who bumped into me, and has now fallen down onto the hallway floor. She's wearing a PE uniform and a very worried frown. That's not a really worried frown there, buddy. The former strikes me as a rather strange thing to have on during lunch. Oh, former first. I thought it was second first second. But that makes sense. That's the latter. That's second. More striking than that, though, is she doesn't have legs. Or she does, but they're not flesh and bone. Her pale, very much flesh and bone thighs end in shins and feet made out of some black metallic or plastic-like material. They look disturbingly artificial and unnatural. It also makes me forget that my chest is hurting. The girl winces a little, rubs her nose, and jumps up. Aw, man. Hey, are you alright? I'm sorry about that, really. I wasn't looking where I was going. You just came out of nowhere. Sorry. She's looking really apologetic in the hurt puppy way of looking apologetic. I quickly forget about the anger or anything, since hurt puppies are my weak spot. It's okay, don't worry about it. Ouch. I say that, but there's a stinging pain growing in my chest. And I know that this is about to be the biggest possible danger in my condition. Don't overexert yourself, don't forget your medication, and most of all, don't get hit in the chest. I try to rub my solar plexus to chase the pain away, holding my breath in an attempt to hear my heartbeat. It seems normal. Hey, should I get a nurse? The worried, high-pitched voice of the girl snaps me out of it. I stare at her for a few seconds, dumbfounded, until I realized that I probably looked worse off than I really was, doubled over myself and looking all tense. Damn, I'm overly worried about my heart. No need, I'm fine. Managing to say something to response, I pull myself upright, feeling my sore ribs once more, and take a deep breath. She just knocked the wind out of me, big time, but it's nothing more than that. You sure you're okay? I hit you pretty hard. It's okay, I said I was fine. Nothing's broken, no harm done. That's good, I feel a hand on my shoulder at the same time. The girl's eyes widen in horror and okay. Eep! I don't have time to look behind me because Shizune is already shoving me aside and stomping over to the girl, signing furiously at her. Miss Barazaki! I hate that fucking name. I saw that. Running in the halls is strictly forbidden. Maybe you should translate right on Shizune's tail, but her voice is girlishly playful, not full of the divine fury Shizune's arms movements seem to call for. Sorry, I was just going to get some stuff and I was kind of in a hurry. You've been told this 1,000 times before. Your reckless behavior endangers other students, and even worse, it's explicitly against the school regulations. That's worse than students getting hurt. The girl blushes and starts to fidget nervously like a little child caught misbehaving. It's so cute, I find myself smiling. I know that. I was just... Make sure that this will not happen again, although I'm sure telling you this is futile and only causes me further headache when you choose to ignore the regulations. Got that, Emmy? The small girl sticks out her tongue in response. I gotta go. Teacher will have my head. I promised to have help with pronouns, but I went running instead. Sorry, I've got to change and everything. Before meeting Shizune, or I can say anything, she's already bolted from where she was a second ago, almost halfway towards the stairwell. Shizune looks like she's about to go nuclear on the spot, so I smile at her in a vain attempt to calm her down. Are you okay, Hichan? That Barazaki girl is always like that, causing trouble to others. You know, I'm pretty certain Shizune wouldn't call me Hichan. Never mind. Yeah, anyway, I'm okay, just got the wind knocked out of me. That's great, Hichan. I wouldn't call that great, but I let it slide this one time. So let's hurry, Hichan, to have lunch. We promise it'll be great. I'll take your word on it. What kind of place is it? A restaurant or something? It's a tea house, Hichan. A tea house. That sounds kind of fancy. Why are you looking at your wallet, Hichan? It's okay. If you don't have any money, we'll cover for you. That's really nice of you. Thanks. It's okay, Hichan. After all, we're friends, right, Hichan? It's only been 3 days. Are we really friends that quickly? Heh. But hearing that makes me happy. It's only for today, though. And only if you accept right now. Do you want to go, Hichan? I started wondering if this is some kind of trap. Is this Misha's suggestion or Shizune's? This is important. I'm still a little apprehensive about the possible motives of a girl who favorite pastime is a game of world domination. No, I'm just being paranoid. Actually, they have grown on me already. I do have to go to town sometimes, so why not now then with them? I've never actually been to a tea house before. All my expectations are from what I've seen about them on TV. But those are period dramas, and these are modern times. It might just be a regular cafe, and they're just calling it a tea house. Either way, I'm curious about that too. So there's another reason for me to join them. Sure. That's great, Hichan. That's great. That's great. Yay! Misha hops up and down briefly to show how happy she is, which causes a few heads to turn towards us. Shizune opts for a polite, tiny clap that lasts for all 2 seconds before she goes back to looking stoic as usual. Would it kill you to be a little happier, Shizune? Oh, I wasn't aware that Hichan was a king. Ha 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 ha. Misha pushes her glasses up as Misha delivers her message totally without sarcasm. I guess it would sting more if she could say it with the intent Shizune meant behind it. So for once, I'm happy to have Misha as a barrier between us. I'm not telling you to jump for joy just because I'm having lunch with you. I'm not that arrogant. She seems to accept this, and we head for town with Shizune leading the way. Yay, new stuff! I know, right? I need to go record Pokemon. I keep putting it off because I'm like, Katawa Shoujo! And then Hisao jumped off the cliff, but not on purpose. Or roof, but not on purpose. Fell. There we go. Watching her walk in front of me, I noticed that she walks very quickly, taking long, heavy, determined strides. Maybe if we were... How long is their fucking lunch break? Because this is described as a long